Okay, hey guys, I'm going to kind of rush because it's late and I know that it's now officially exam season. So I'm gonna try to go very quickly so because this doesn't take up any time. But exam season has come upon us. I remember it like it was a year ago because it was a year ago, but it also feels like 10 years ago and also feels like one day ago, like at the same time. But I don't have exams just yet. I have one next week, and then the rest are in June. But most people who do A levels and GCSEs have theirs starting today or tomorrow, and so I've just thought I'd do some exam season tips and just a final good luck message. Hopefully you'll find these useful. And the first thing I want to say is remember, these are just 6 weeks. Like, most people don't even do the last exams. So seriously, these are just 6 weeks. Just think, when you've done these 6 weeks, you are free. You'll have the summer to relax. You can go to parties. You can have barbecues, go on NCS, or I don't know what do people do? Sleep or somewhere if you want to. But yeah, seriously, just think in the summer, you will be free. So just cling on to that hope. For now, what's it called? In the exam, think to yourself, okay, this is the last time I'm ever going to have to like look at this topic again, unless maybe you want to do it for A level. But anyway, um, just think, okay, I need to okay, if it's the perfect, this is the perfect time to show what I know, and so try to do your best on it. But if you can't, then that's okay. Like, if you read a question and you don't know what they're asking you, then that's okay. Try to like read it through. Sometimes maybe like try breaking down, like highlight the words, the keywords, like explain, describe, analyze. And then look at the number of marks. I know this sounds really basic, but just like in the exam, things can get very stressful. If you don't know, if you see a question and you really don't know what to ask, try to brainstorm, try to think of things that would be useful. Like, if in geography they asked you a question on development, try and think, what do I know about development? And just try to organize it and try to write it down. Worst case scenario, if you leave it until the very end, and if you don't have a lot of time, try doing bullet points. Like, I know it's not ideal, but it may still get you a few marks. And especially with languages and science, and a lot of multiple choice questions, try to not leave any question blank. Like, even have a guess. Like, obviously don't just pick like a random one, but like try to pick the question that you think looks right for you. Like, that you think I might not be 100% sure, but I would presume that it's this, and pick it. Because imagine if you did not pick it, and it cost you a mark. But if you do leave out a few questions, then seriously, it's okay. Like, the grade boundaries, especially for GCSEs, hopefully this year, they're not going to be like 99% for a 7. I mean, they never would, but anyway. And seriously, like the grade, and that's another thing. If you feel like you've like failed a whole paper, first of all, especially if you're doing GCSEs, it's just one paper. And like, and I had 28 GCSE exams, and just in exam period, so I had like 40 GCSE exams. So like, so I assume that you guys, if you're doing GCSEs, you have a lot as well. So if you failed or just not done as well as you could have in just one paper, then it's just one paper. Like, the world is not gonna end. You're not gonna like be homeless because no one is gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna give you this job because you failed that one paper. Like, seriously, it's gonna be okay. And likelihood is you haven't done that bad. Maybe you just overthought it. Maybe the paper was really hard and the grade boundaries will reflect that. Maybe everyone else thought that it was really hard as well. Or maybe you just panicked and you thought that you did not do as well, but in reality you were just panicking for nothing. Like, and which is another thing. If you get out of the exam and you think I've completely failed it, don't judge how you may have done. Like, no one knows like how they've done. Like, you may get a feeling like, oh, I didn't do as well as I hoped, or oh, I think I answered a lot of the questions, which is good, but you don't know 100%. Like, for Spanish listening, and for English literature especially, I came out of the exam like crying because I was really aiming for 7, and I thought I failed that so badly. I thought I was gonna get a 5, like, which isn't bad, but like I'd been aiming for 7, so I was really upset. But I ended up getting a 9. Like, I did not think that I was gonna get a 7 or a 6, let alone a 9. So you really cannot like judge how you think you've done. And if you come out of the exam and everyone's saying it was so easy, oh my gosh, it was so easy, you don't know that they found it easy. Like, I remember coming out of biology paper 1 thinking that I had completely failed it, but that wasn't the case. I just have overthought it. And a lot of the time, really don't think about, like, don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. Like, a lot of the time people, sorry, this is getting quite rambly, but a lot of the time people think, oh, in the exam everyone's staring at me, and which I understand is completely rational. It's a really tense atmosphere, and first of all, they're not, like, they're too scared about their own exam papers, and second of all, you're not allowed, because somehow the examiners think that if you look across the room, it means that you'll automatically get all the answers for the exam, and you're gonna be getting a grade 9 even though you don't deserve it. Okay, no, but seriously, like, seriously, don't worry. Like, the exam, in the exam period, get your exam done. If you start to feel stressed, and you think, oh, I really, really need like 5 minutes out, raise your hand, ask to go to the toilet, and just try to like get your breath back. If you really, really, really getting stressed, ask the invigilator, and they can like take you to the medical room or something else, because your mental health is important. Like, they know that, they want to help you. Like, no, I know in exam period it can feel like a lot of people, like, it's just a lot of people like really stressed out, and it is a lot of people stressed out, but like, everyone really wants to like help you guys, like, and me and us, like, everyone wants to, people want students to succeed. Like, they don't want us to fail, they want us to help us. So if you need any help, like, ask for help. Like, there's nothing to do, like, there's nothing bad about that. And speaking of mental health, sorry, this is going really, really rambly, but I guess this fits in the extramsis theme. Rest, eat. Like, when you get home after an exam, take at least like 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes. Like, if you wanted to take the whole evening off, I wouldn't care, but like, I wouldn't be angry. Like, you deserve the break, but like, at least get something to eat. At least have 7 hours of sleep. Like, do something you like. Watch an episode of Friends. Play a bit of Subway Surfers, read a bit of your favorite book, but like, take a rest. And in that half term that you have between exams, spend at least the first Friday and the first Saturday like relaxing, because you'll need it, because you'll need to recharge. Like, I remember in the second week of exams, at the end, I could not revise because I was so bloody tired. Like, so I'm so glad that I spent the first 3 days of half term relaxing, but like resting, because otherwise I would not have been able to do as well in the other exams as I could have. One of my friends, she did barely any work in that half term, and she still got lots of grade 9s. And I'm not saying don't do any work during that half term, but seriously, use the half term to rest, and use your other things to rest as well, because if you've been working throughout the 2 years, then you seriously have nothing to worry about. And again, sorry, this is really rambly. Try to plan ahead, like the evening before. Go through your bags, check, do I have my candidate number? Do I have my pencil case? Do I have my rubber? Do I have my sharpener? Do I have extra pens? Do I have the water bottle without the label? Yeah, just check that you have everything. If in the morning of exam, try to aim to be there at least half an hour, or maybe that's a bit too much, but like at least 20 minutes earlier than you're meant to, because just in case you might be late, because you do not want to miss that exam. But worst case scenario, you're running late, call the school, call the exam officer, and sometimes they're able to understand, and they're able to they're able to give you a bit of extra time at the end. That happened to one of my friends. She was running really late, and they were able to give her the 15 minutes at the end because she had called the school. But I'm not saying be lazy and be like, oh, it's okay if I'm late. But like, I'm just saying, try not to panic. And seriously, if you feel that you are getting too stressed and you cannot cope, talk to someone. Like, talk to your teacher, talk to your friend, talk to a counselor, like, talk to your parents, talk to someone, because your mental health is more important than these exams. Your mental health is as important as your physical health. Like, it's as if you felt like you were going to faint. You really your health, it matters. Like, they want to help you, and I've said that before in this video. So and just remember, and also one last tip, try to, well, in your breaks, maybe try to like think, oh, what will I do after GCSEs? Like, maybe try to look at some look at some events, look at some like books, coloring books that you'd want to, like, you know, those new adult art therapy books that you'd like to buy, or some new books that you'd like to read, or some new TV shows that you'd like to binge on Netflix, and just try to make things to look forward to. And this is what I did, and I found it so satisfying. Get a list of all your exams, and every time you come out of the exam, tick it off. Like, cross it out if you want. Maybe write in a little piece of paper and scrunch it up, and then you'll never have to see it again. But like, just think, because then you'll see as the list gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're just thinking, one less exam, and then I'm free. Like, just try to cling on to hope. Oh gosh, I'm making it sound so erratic. This is probably a time to end the video. I just want to say, good luck, guys. Like, my mom got me this because I have UCAS exam soon. Like, just this little good luck teddy thing is really cute. But seriously, GCSEs are really not that important, and like, they're important to get to the next step. But if you don't do well with them, it's okay. Like, these exams, they don't judge you as a person. They don't judge your kindness, your great qualities, your hard work. They don't judge your understanding of the subject even. They don't judge the fact that you know another language. They don't judge the fact that you play an instrument. They don't judge the fact that you help a lot of people. They don't judge the fact that you've influenced a lot of people in many lovely ways. So seriously, these exams, they're important, but if you don't do well in them, it's not the end of the world. There's many more opportunities out there. I've had some people that I know that didn't do as well in their GCSE exams, and they are completely, and now they are happy because they may not have gotten into the A-levels that they wanted to do, but they're doing alternative courses or apprenticeships, and they're really happy. And that's the same with A-levels. Like, I know with A-levels it's kind of different because about university, but if you don't get into the university, it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. I know it can feel like that, like, I'm only in year 12 and it's still stressing me out. But seriously, these exams do not judge you as a person. You are better than them. And there'll be a chance a point when you'll never have to do them again. And now you probably want to go back to revision or to resting or I don't know, something. So that's it. Good luck, guys. And remember, we can beat this. So yes. Good luck and bye.